You are not going to get rich from your 9-to-5 job. Let's just get that out of the way right now. Trading your time for money is a capped game. There's a ceiling. And hustle culture, the 4 a.m. wake-ups, the rise and grind, the side hustle on top of your side hustle, it's exhausting. And for most people, it's a one-way ticket to burnout, not a private island. But what if I told you there's a better way? A quieter, almost pathetic way to build wealth. A method that requires less sheer willpower and more, well, system. A method so simple it feels lazy. Before we dive in, if you're tired of the hype and want real, no BS strategies that actually work, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button and like this video. You won't want to miss what comes next, trust me. So what is this lazy secret? It's not a crypto scheme. It's not a secret real estate loophole. It's not about working harder. It's about making your money work harder than you do. The lazy way to get rich is all about automated compound investing. I know, your eyes just glazed over. Investing, that's what my dad told me to do. That's boring. Exactly, it's boring. It's pathetic. It's not sexy. You won't get to brag about it at parties. But it is, without a single doubt, the most effective, proven path to wealth for the average person. It's the financial equivalent of watching grass grow. But one day you wake up and the grass is a forest you can get lost in. Let's break down why this feels so lazy and why it's so brutally effective. It comes down to 2 core principles. Principle number 1, the magic of automation, the lazy part. The single biggest enemy of building wealth is not the stock market crashing. It's not inflation. It's you. It's your emotions. It's your inconsistency. It's that little voice that says, I'll start next month. Or, the market is scary right now, I'll wait. Or, ooh, I really want that new PlayStation. Automation is the cheat code that eliminates you from the equation. You are essentially firing yourself as the chief financial decision maker of your life and hiring a robot. Here's how it works in its simplest form. You set up a direct debit from your bank account the day after your salary comes in. Let's say you decide on $200. On the first of every month, without you even thinking about it, $200 gets whisked away from your checking account and dumped into a low-cost index fund. That's it. You don't check the price. You don't debate if it's a good day to buy. You don't get scared when the news says market crash. You just let it happen. This is the pathetic part. There's no genius stock picking, no analyzing charts. You're not a wolf of Wall Street. You're a sheep that's found a conveyor belt to the greenest pasture. You are outsourcing your discipline to a machine. It requires almost zero ongoing effort. You set it once, and you forget it. That's the lazy secret. You are building wealth in your sleep, literally. Now, automation alone is good. It builds consistency, but when you combine it with the second principle, that's when the real magic, the life-changing, get-rich magic happens. Principle number 2, the unstoppable power of compounding, the effective part. Albert Einstein supposedly called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. This isn't just a fancy quote. It's the absolute bedrock of all wealth creation. So what is it? Compounding is simply when your money starts earning money, and then the new money starts earning its own money. It's a financial snowball rolling down a hill. At first it's small, it's unimpressive, but given enough time and a steady slope, it becomes an unstoppable force of nature. Let's make this crystal clear with a story. Let's meet two friends, Hustling Henry and Lazy Laura. Hustling Henry is the grind-set king. From age 25 to 35, he is a beast. He works insane hours, side hustles, and manages to invest $2,000 every single month. That's $24,000 a year. For 10 years, he pours in a total of $240,000. He's disciplined, he's aggressive, but at age 35, he gets burnout. He gets a family, his priorities change, and he decides to stop contributing. He just lets the $240,000 sit there and grow. Now meet Lazy Laura. Laura takes it easy. She travels in her 20s, enjoys life. She only starts investing at age 35. She sees what Henry did and thinks, I can do that, but slower. She sets up an automatic payment of just $200 a month. That's only $2,400 a year. From age 35 to 65, she consistently invests this small amount. Over 30 years, she contributes a total of $72,000. That's less than a third of what Henry put in. Now let's fast forward to their 65th birthday. Assume both their investments grew at an average market return of 8% per year. Who do you think has more money? Hustling Henry, who invested a massive $240,000? Or Lazy Laura, who only managed to put in $72,000? Let's do the math. Henry's money, that initial $240,000 he built, had 30 years to compound from age 35 to 65. At age 35 to 65, his portfolio is worth $2.41 million. Incredible, right? But now let's look at Lazy Laura. She only put in $72,000 over 30 years. But because she started earlier and let compounding work for a full 40 years, her portfolio at age 65 is worth $2.49 million. Yes, you saw that correctly. Lazy Laura, who invested less than a third of the money, ends up with more than Hustling Henry. This is the mind-blowing, non-negotiable power of compounding. It's not about how much you invest, it's about how long you let it grow. Time is the most powerful ingredient in this entire recipe. Starting early, even with pathetic small amounts, is a superpower that cannot be replicated later in life with sheer force of money. This is why this method is so effective. It leverages the two most powerful forces in finance: consistency through automation and time through compounding. You are playing a different game from everyone else. While they are sprinting, you are on a slow, steady, automated conveyor belt that gets faster and faster every single year without you lifting a finger. But wait, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but where do I actually put this automated money? The stock market is scary. I could lose everything. This is the most important part. We are not talking about picking individual stocks. That's gambling, not investing. That requires work, luck, and stress. We are talking about being lazy, remember. The vehicle for the lazy investor is the index fund. An index fund is like a giant basket that holds a tiny piece of every major company in the stock market. For example, an S&P 500 index fund holds a small share of the 500 biggest companies in America: Apple, Google, Amazon, Tesla, McDonald's, you name it. When you buy one share of this fund, you instantly own a tiny, tiny piece of all of them. You are not betting on one company, you are betting on the entire economy. And historically, over the long term, the entire economy always goes up. Think about it. If you had bought a single stock in a company like Blockbuster or Kodak, you would have lost everything. But if you had owned an index fund that contained Blockbuster and Netflix, Kodak and Apple, the failures of a few companies were completely drowned out by the massive successes of the others. This is the ultimate lazy strategy. You don't need to know which company will win. You just need to know that humanity will continue to innovate, consume, and progress. By buying the entire index, you are essentially betting on human ingenuity itself. And that, my friends, is a very, very safe bet over 20 or 30 years. Now let's get brutally practical. How do you actually do this? The lazy get-rich action plan. The pathetic step-by-step guide. Step 1. Open a brokerage account. This is just an app or a website where you can buy investments. Go for a low-cost, reputable one. Think of it as your wealth-building dashboard. Step 2. Find the index fund. In your brokerage app, search for a S&P 500 index fund or a total stock market index fund. Look for ones with the lowest possible fees. Step 3. Set up automatic investments. This is the most critical step. Link your bank account and set up a recurring transfer. Start with an amount that feels almost too easy. $50 a month, $100 a month. It doesn't matter how small. The goal is to build the habit of automation. You can always increase it later when you get a raise. Step 4. Do nothing. This is the hardest step for most people. You will be tempted to check it every day. You will see it go down and panic. You will see it go up and want to take the money out. Resist the urge. Your only job is to keep the automation running. When the market crashes, your automatic investment just buys more shares at a discount. It's like a sale on your future wealth. You are not a trader, you are a collector. You are collecting tiny pieces of the world's best companies every single month, no matter what. That's it. That is the entire system. It is profoundly simple. It is boring. It requires no special talent, no rich parents, no lottery luck. It only requires 2 things: starting now and then getting out of your own way. This is the ultimate pathetic but effective strategy. While everyone else is chasing the next big thing, burning themselves out, you are quietly, lazily building a mountain of wealth, one automated pebble at a time. You are playing the long game. And in the long game, the tortoise doesn't just beat the hare. He ends up owning the entire racetrack. If this makes sense to you, if you're tired of the noise and ready to embrace the power of being lazy, then your mission is clear. Don't overcomplicate it. Just start today. This week, open that account. Set up that first tiny automatic payment. You have the power to make your future self incredibly grateful for the simple, pathetic decision you make today. If this video showed you that building wealth doesn't have to be complicated, that it's about systems, not struggle, then please pay it forward. Smash that like button, it really helps the channel, and subscribe for more no-fluff, real talk strategies to take control of your financial life. Thanks for watching. Now go be productively lazy.